Hey guys, it's Chris again, another Sunday, and today I just have one question for you, and that is, what is the first thing that you do in the morning? What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Now, as you might have guessed, what most people answer to this question is they use their smartphone. In fact, I read a study this week that was conducted by Adweek 2013 in the US where 80% of people said that they check their smartphone either first thing in the morning or at least within the first 15 minutes of waking up. And that is typical nowadays, but at the same time, it's a bit crazy. So, I want to talk today about morning rituals. And my simple story with morning rituals is that I was too like this. Like, just about 2 months ago, I finally decided that I had to change my morning ritual because I noticed it wasn't good for me. So I had already read about this a few years ago and had for a long amount of time a very healthy morning ritual where I would wake up and typically within the first 10 minutes start writing a few pages just off the top of my head, whatever came up. But that changed over the last years and I realized I had to change this again. So about 2 to 3 months ago, I decided it was time to build a happy and healthy morning ritual. And today, my morning ritual consists of three simple things. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do is I just grab over, I got a water bottle close by. So the first thing that I do is I drink some good fresh water, around a cup, sometimes a little bit more, but it really helps me to hydrate after a long night of sleep. The second thing is that I walk over and open the window wide in order to let in some fresh air. Now the good thing is I'm in the suburbs, I have the forest close by, so I get some really good fresh air in, but that is important too, and I really notice how well it is for me and my body to have this fresh air coming in. And the third thing that I do is I sit down and I do something, I wouldn't call it meditation because that's probably just something like meditation. But what I then do is I sit down, I close my eyes and I do some deep breathing exercises. So I breathe in deep, I hold the breath and I breathe out. And I do that for about 4 to 5 minutes, really focusing on my breath. Like I said, it's probably not really meditation. It's not the kind of meditation that professionals practice, if you will. And it's also not like I'm chanting any mantras or so. I'm just really focusing on sort of how I feel and how I relax after waking up. And what I then do is, now as I'm a writer, that's what I do. You might do something else, but what I do is I sit down, I get out my moleskin, and I just start writing up the top of my head whatever is in my mind right now. And sometimes that is a number of good pages on a topic that I'm currently researching or that I'm currently writing about. So I get sometimes the best writing done right in the morning before I do anything else because my mind is so clear and my thoughts are so fresh. So that's just something I really realized over the last 1 to 2 months, how much more productive and how much more focused I am because I don't use the smartphone first in the morning, but I do something else. And what I've also realized is if you start the day off well, it tends to go on this way. And to me, it just feels like I tell myself, or I just feel like I've already done so well today, I want to continue like that. So it's been my realization that the way you start the day is typically how you're going to continue the day. So if you start the day off well, it is going to continue that way. That's what I realized. But I want to invite you or to challenge you to ask yourself, what is the first thing that you do every morning? It may not be the same thing every morning, but at least Monday to Friday, it's probably the same thing. And if it is a smartphone, maybe use it as a clock, that is also okay, but I really invite you to put it away once you use that as a clock and take the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of your day to do something consciously that you practice, right? I talked about a ritual. A ritual, in my eyes, is something that we do almost all the time, and a ritual is something that has become automatic, so we're not thinking about it. And having rituals is great and amazing if we have the right rituals. If we have negative rituals that have bad outcomes, then naturally they are very bad because we do them every day without thinking about them. So I invite you to just maybe take a look at this, maybe consider it today or the coming week. What is your morning ritual? What do you do the first thing in the morning, or what are the first things that you do in the morning? And then take a look, is it really leading to a good outcome, or is it rather leading to a bad outcome, right? Is it stressing you? Is it getting you already into multitasking? And also see how the way you start the day, how it influences sort of how you go about the rest of the day. I'm really curious what you think about that, and also how you experience the morning ritual and how it continues the rest of the day. That's all I have for this week. I hope you could get something out of that. Take a look at your morning ritual, and if you feel like, share your comments with us down below or send me a message. In any case, have a great week and see you soon.